may be wondering why I'm sitting here in sunglasses and a visor. It's toxic free. Live at 5 Tuesday. Yay! So I am talking about sunscreen today, and I'll wait until a few more people come on. And I know sunscreen is a very hot topic with everybody, making sure that we are not getting burnt. Hi, Elaine. So I'll take the sunglasses off as soon as I get a few more people. So yeah, we're talking, sunscreen is one of my favorite subjects to talk about because there are so many toxic ingredients in sunscreen, and they don't tell you these things at all. And the list of ingredients that are harmful and can cause cancer and can cause endocrine disruptors are numerous. So I'll take the sunglasses off now. You get the point. Sunglasses are part of the story because they protect your eyes too, of course, and the visor protecting your face from the sun. So I get questions all the time about sunscreen, especially from mothers that want to protect their kids, and their kids are playing in pools, and what do I do? And there's just so many different sunscreens on the market these days that you just don't know. And I was with a girlfriend walking with her the other day, and she told me she was in Florida and she ran out of sunscreen, and she went to get something, and it was a Neutrogena, and she thought Neutrogena would be an okay sunscreen. Well, it's probably one of the worst ones out there. And Environmental Working Group, if you're not familiar with it, EWG, rates all sunscreens, and Neutrogena was a 10, which is the worst. Number 1 is the best. So there's so many different products on the market that you just don't know. And we were talking, she said, I get so confused because there's so many different products that you just don't know what you're buying anymore, and it's marketing. And it's all about the money that they put into marketing these, or they put on them that they're natural, or that they're paraben free, or PBA, you know, all these different code words that they know are getting you. So the key to buying sunscreen, a couple different things, is to know some ingredients, but to read the ingredients and understand them, and to avoid certain ingredients. So the number 1 ingredient that's the most toxic, that is probably in almost all over the counter, as in going to this, CVS or whatever. I'm sure they have some good ones, but is an oxybenzone, Oxybenzone, and it's the most common sunscreen chemical that is in sunscreens. And it's known to cause a lot of different harm, not only to your body, but also to aquatic life. And actually, Hawaii banned it in 2018 from any sunscreen in Hawaii because it was hurting their coral reef. And the coral reefs are, of course, very important to the coastline of anywhere. And it was affecting a lot of the coral reefs. So they finally got rid of it, and it should not be in any sunscreen. It's the most horrible ingredient, oxybenzone. So that's number 1 ingredient I would sometimes look at and never buy anything with that ingredient in it. Homosalate, Homosalate, homosalate is another one. And another one is octinoxate. So these are just 3 chemicals in sunscreens that are just, I wouldn't even touch them if you pick them up. So I actually pulled up online a lot of different sunscreens. This one was Banana Boat for Kids 100 SPF. it had basically all those ingredients in it that you're spraying on children, and it's getting into their blood system, and they're known to cause disrupt the hormones of these children. And then they also are very toxic to the organs. So that the oxybenzone, especially in children, parabens, and you probably heard about parabens all the time. Maybe you haven't, but there's a whole line of parabens that you'll see paraben free on a lot of labels. It's great that they're not putting them in certain sunscreens, but they still are putting them in a lot of sunscreen, and they actually can change the cellular level changes in children. It's just crazy, some of these ingredients that, especially children, that they just can't, their bodies can't handle it. And then there's known carcinogens that cause cancer, these ingredients that are in sunscreen that you are putting on your skin and putting on your kid's skin, and the sun is baking these products into your bloodstream, into your system. And it's beyond me. I shake my head every day that we still have certain ingredients on the market that are known carcinogens, that are in sunscreen, that are in lotions, that we are still putting in our system. That's the chemical industry. And there's a lot more to that. But today we're talking about sunscreen. So there are some decent sunscreens on the market, and I'm going to talk about a couple of them today. I will put some posts, or I'll post some things after this, just so you can see exactly places to go to buy some decent sunscreen. I have a couple cool different ideas here for you today. But sunscreen, we have 100 sunscreen. We have 50 sunscreen, 15, 10. There's a lot of opinions out there. But from all my research and all the investigating I've ever done and looking into, you don't have to go any higher than 30. 30 is 90, protects you 97% from the sun's bad rays. 15 SPF protects you 93%. And then if you really want to go up to 98%, you could do 50. But really, it's all about marketing. Get more products out there. Get the 50, get the 100, get the 75, whatever's out there. That's my personal opinion. It's all about money. It's all about marketing and telling you that you need this. And you don't need it. So, that's the bad side of sunscreen. The good side of sunscreen, and that we have alternatives. And there's a lot of alternatives out there these days, which is so exciting. So, and I see you there, Jen, with Florida Girl in the house. You know, sunscreen you need down there all year long. Buffalo, we don't need it all year long. But we do need it now, and everybody needs it pretty much now because the sun is out strong these days. So zinc oxide is really the ingredient that you know about. Everybody knows about that. And it's the safest ingredient that is in a lot of sunscreen. So I talked about the bad sunscreens. Those chemicals go into your system, into your skin. The oxybenzones go into your skin, and the sun goes in, and then they absorb the rays, which don't make you burn. Zinc oxide, on the other hand, which the whiteness, you know, it reflects the sun. So the sun hits you and it goes away. So you're not taking in all of these ingredients into your blood system like with the bad sunscreens. So the few that I have here on hand, of course, that I like to talk about, there's 3 or 4 here. The one that I use the most, and I'm dark skinned, I'm very lucky, I'm Lebanese, so I use an 18, and that's pretty much all I ever use. Sometimes if I'm out in the sun a little bit longer, if I'm on a boat, I'll go up to 30, but this is an Andalou, and of course I'm going to put all this on here afterwards. Locally in Buffalo, we have a girl by the name of Kristen Sauer, who I tagged on this post. She has 3 little boys, and she realized she was putting too many toxic chemicals on her boys. And she decided she was going to make her own products. She has a whole product line. I've been using them for about a month. I'm absolutely in love with especially her face lotion, and I've just started dabbling in a couple other things, but her sunscreen. So her sunscreen's interesting because all it is lotion, organic lotion, and zinc oxide. So hers is about a 20 to 25 SPF, but there are no chemicals at all in her preservatives. So you pretty much, you have to use it right away or refrigerate it. If you're not using it regularly, she recommends, but and then she has another one that's more like 30 SPF that is a butter base, or a butter base, I think she called it. She calls it a suntan butter, not butter, you know, not the real butter, which has beeswax in it. But this sunscreen, she told me that it also can be used as diaper cream. So it's lotion and zinc oxide, which is what is in diaper cream. I thought that was pretty interesting. So why not? You know, we don't need 50 products in our house for everything. That's again marketing. You don't need different things. I use soap, the same soap I wash my hands, I wash my face with. So, and that goes on and on and on. So another one is Beauty Counter. I was turned on to this a few years ago, and the company, Greg Renfrew, she started it because she saw all these different chemicals that were in all these different products that were so toxic. And I did a podcast about Beauty Counter. I'm very impressed with them. Amanda Lux, who is also tagged here, is works for Beauty Counter. So I will also put her website up there as well, because I love Beauty Counter products. Their sunscreen's fabulous. I tested these. They do not put, you don't look like a ghost, and you're not completely white. So that's a good thing, because a lot of people worry about them being too zinc oxide-ish and you looking like a ghost. This is another one I put on my skin. I've known Michelle. I don't know if anybody knows Michelle, but Michelle, it's actually not Michelle, Michelle. Another one, very similar, broad spectrum, which is important. Both of these are broad spectrum. So it protects you against the UVA and the UVB rays. So, and then one other one that people probably are not so familiar with or think that it is, but coconut oil. Coconut oil is a natural protector from the sun. Now, can you go out all day? No, but it can protect you from the sun. Supposedly what I've heard is it's an 8 SPF. People probably be like, what? It's oil you're putting on your skin, but it's a natural sun protector. And so those are some of the good oils. Then on top of that, what I am going to recommend after you went it in the sun, and maybe you did get a little burnt, maybe you forgot a spot or two, but I'm very, very big into aloe plants, and hopefully you can see my aloe plant right here, my live aloe plant. I'm constantly taking off the tops and rubbing it on my skin, even when I'm not in the sun. And just for everybody out there, they say it's a natural Botox. I put it underneath my eyes and over here on my lips. Or, of course, I buy it in a jar just in case I'm traveling or something. So aloe is also a great way to help your skin if you're in the sun a lot as well. So on that note, I will end by saying, read your ingredients, look at your sunscreen. There are so many horrible sunscreens out there. They are toxic. They are cancer-causing ingredients in them. They are endocrine disruptors, some of the ingredients. And oxybenzone is the one ingredient to look for and to avoid all the time. So I hope everybody put my sunglasses back on for the scene. Pretend I'm in the sun going boating or something. And actually, I'm going for a walk right now, and I think it is sunny. Yes, it is sunny. So I will have my cover up on. The other thing I wanted to mention in my store, I have a whole Amazon store. You can find on my website, thegreenlivinggurus.com. And on my website, in the store, you'll see a whole section on sun care and sunscreen. All these products are there, but there's other things there too. I know friends have kids that swim in pools and they put shirts on them made for the sun shirts, I think they're called. So those are great too. Hats, that's where I'm wearing my visor. Protect yourself as much as possible. And then if you want more information and you want to join in on our venture, our community, and get more involved in all of these great things that I am talking about each week on Toxic Free Live at 5, you can come over to our group called Healthy Living and Toxic Free, HLTF, Healthy Living and Toxic Free, where a lot more is happening over there. And I'm talking about getting healthier and getting toxic chemicals out of your house, your home, your office, your kids, eliminating a lot of this, boosting your immune system, creating a great environment for yourself at home and at your office for everybody, and making sure you're cleaning a lot or breathing great clean air all day long. So I hope you have a great night, and I will sign off, and thank you for joining me live at 5 on Toxic Free Tuesday. See you next Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Bye-bye.